On this episode of Outward Outdoors, Obe and I decided to test our luck here in Ohio on some Eastern Thunder chickens and seeing if we could double up on film. You're not going to want to miss the action we have in store for you guys this week on Outward Outdoors. Well guys, it seems like it's been an eternity since we got to release our first video of our youth season here in Ohio we had that great success there with Luca. It seems like since that point in time on that hunt, even just a few short weeks later, the kind of demeanor and behavior of the birds shifted completely.
Completely changed.
So it made things that much more difficult, on top of our goal being to kill 2 birds at the same time on film. So all of the odds stacked against us. And then on top of that, opening weekend, only being able to hunt partially one day on Saturday and then the next day being Easter. So not even be able to hunt for like a whole other week. One day, wait a whole week. So it got pretty dicey on us.
Yeah, it was a rough beginning to the year, mostly just because it felt like a giant waiting game.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Just felt like it was like we waited forever to get out there. Got super excited with youth season, just to then wait 6 days to be able to go one day, not really hear anything, and then have to wait another 6 days. It was tough.
Seeing all the buddies.
But then we got busy in a hurry.
Get on birds, yeah. And then we were scouting, ended up proving to work out for us because we ended up setting up in the same spot where you got your first bird last year. And it didn't take long to hear gobbles off the roost and the birds come down, and we had a big strutter way off to our right, thinking that possibly he might have worked in. And we know there's at least 2 other gobblers around and some jakes, so there's definitely going to be activity happening. Well, I know them jakes sometimes beat up on them strutters, and he started wandering back down off into the woods where he come from, and then we heard gobbles coming down the road, so we hurry up and get ready, and within a split second, almost like identical to the hunt last year, they come B-rolling in right down that road, right up. And they ended up looking down the scope. I'm like, wait, they're jakes. And they're like, I don't care. And I was like, neither do I was just making sure.
I don't care.
So you go ahead and fire off. Boom, boom.
Ready when you are.
You drop yours, I clip mine. He goes like hopping down the road. I'm like, give me a shell. And you're sitting there. I'm like, throw it. I hurry up and grab it and finish him off. And what an awesome hunt. It just...
Ready when you are. You want to do it?
What?
All right, go ahead.
I need another shell. Hurry up. Do it.
so I'm tagged out in Ohio. Let's go see if Damon is. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yes.
What's up, guys? We got our birds back up top, and what a crazy hunt.
What an insane hunt.
We made a goal early on before season even started to try and do something different this year. So we wanted to test ourselves. We were bound and determined to get a double on film. So that's what we set out to do. We've only hunted once so far in Ohio, and that was the opening day, and it was silent. We walked miles. No calls, no sight of even a turkey. So did a little bit of a change of pace. We kind of had an idea where multiple birds were at. So with that, because we wanted to get a double, so we knew we at least had to find somewhere where there's 2 gobblers at. And so we got set up this morning. It was raining. We weren't even sure if we were going to go at the spot we had chose because another spot had a blind. We got set up and the rain stopped and the gobble started. So we knew we were at least in business in the right spot.
It was like divine intervention too, because it was like the second we walked through the woods, the rain just turned off.
Yeah.
But it was still nice and wet, so all the birds had come out in the fields and stuff.
Slight wind, so they probably come to some type of field to come check and see, get some better hearing. And we had one big strutter to our right, and he worked back down into the woods, and as soon as he was working back down, we heard 2 gobbles right up the road, and within a matter of seconds, they were in our decoys in a hurry, and I just was making sure they were at least legal birds, and I seen that they was jakes, so I told Obe, I said, wait a second, I said, they're jakes. He said, I don't care, basically, do you care? I said, nope, let's do it. I said, a bird's a bird. I said, we're gonna eat it. The experience is awesome. We're shaking, we got the nerves going.
Yep.
And God blessed us with an amazing hunt, and we were able to harvest these birds. Obe dropped his right away with his Benelli Nova. You got the Winchester Longbeards today you're shooting?
Yes, the Winchester Longbeard XRs.
1 shot out of the gun, 1 dead bird. I shot it with my 410. We were using the Apex Ninjas this year. I clipped a tree right in front of me and clipped him. He hurried up and threw me another shell, and the 410 Stevens with the Ninja Apex about 65 yards finished it off, and we got our double on double in Ohio on film with that. And we're getting ready to head in 6 days. 7 days. We'll be on our first hunt in Huntington, West Virginia, and we got a couple different opportunities to get some other people birds and get ourselves some birds. So hopefully we got some good filming opportunity there. We're gonna get these birds all cleaned up and get ready. We got a party later on this evening for my brother-in-law Nate, so we'll check back in with you guys there and hear some more stories and see some of the action there. I'm Damon, this is Ed with Outward Outdoors. Thanks, guys. 2 beautiful birds. They tasted phenomenal.
They did taste great. We ate them that day.
And it was just...
Made it so much better, too, because your dad brings both of them with him to the cookout at Nate's house.
Yeah.
And just skins them and cooks them right there.
But just like any other hunt we had, that one was special because we got to double up. No matter what the bird is, it don't matter. We're there to eat the bird and the experience. And I had my juices flowing. I was shaking. We had no cover in front of us, just like a lay down wall, out in the open with a big camera, a phone. I mean, we got Mike, we have all of our equipment, and then we're sitting there separated from each other, and we still managed to make it happen. It just
you almost need like radios or something next time. Yeah. Because I couldn't
have an earpiece into this.
All I said was, I don't care, I'm ready to shoot.
And then it was boom. I was like, okay, boom, I gotta go. But it was very exciting, and we actually been a little while now. Dad got the feathers all cleaned up and dried out, so we got those to hang up and display. And now we're getting ready to head off and go to Huntington.
Yeah, we got 5 days in Huntington.
5 days we're gonna spend in Huntington.
5 days in Huntington. Hopefully that mountaintop holds some birds. We've got 2 different spots that we can hunt there. My grandfather's friend owns about like 80 acres. We can hunt that. And then my aunt and my cousin own probably another, I'd say 50 or so acres up on top of the mountainside that we can hunt that. So cousin's already killed a jake out of his blind. So we know we got birds in the area and coming, and we're going to give it our best shot, you know.
It's getting later in the season, so we'll see how the birds are, how they're responsive to us, and just excited to get back out again and maybe get back home to Ohio and do one last weekend here. So
yeah, I'm excited.
We'll see.